time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the banks of the Mississippi River, Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see a team from the American, the Navy Midshipmen, squaring off with another team from the American, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Tigers' offense will go on the attack first. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
And the Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Fires to the big fella. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Off the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Memphis.
As a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top, because this guy's speed is a problem.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Navy's offense will go to work for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays on him.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
Navy now facing 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Horvath. Got his man. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Going with the counter play here.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Inside the 35. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Now on the option. He'll toss it. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
Wants to throw. It's Horvath. He's got him in the flat. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They'll try to sneak it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. He'll pull it on the read. Spins away. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it, hold, hoping someone on defense was going to get out of position, but nobody did. Really nice job by the defense that time, playing assignment football against the option, and everybody staying home.
On the option. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Navy!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. An 84-yard drive there, and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Off play action. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Lewis wants to pass. This time on target. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Gets it out fast. Gets it inside the 40, brought down to the 39, and they can't stop the clock.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's crossed. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the catch. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
And man, this quarterback is on fire this drive. They've run 5 plays offensively. He's thrown it all 5 times. He's 5 for 5. Now he has him down here on the goal line. Why not go 6 for 6 with a tutty?
He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. Now the play fake. Going for 6. Touchdown, Memphis. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. The return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Navy will go back on the attack. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Trying play action. Finds a spot in the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
Navy will have to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They go right back to him. Got enough for the first. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Lewis to throw. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Oh, I bet the QB is steaming because he did an awesome job. He drops back, and he can tell he's got the matchup he wants on the outside. He's got an open receiver, throws it to him. Great ball right through his hands. Missed opportunity for a big play. Missed opportunity for a touchdown.
The official says no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll run the option. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. We've reached the break, and Memphis is holding on to the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Navy will have to punt it away. Now on the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
They're going to ride this running back. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. I don't know if it... And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Grabbed in the middle, it's crossed. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
At the 40, there he goes. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Tigers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a thrilling 50-yard run for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Navy offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. On the run, still looking. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
To the air, it's Horvath. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defensive coverage forcing the incomplete.
The midshipmen come to the line on 3rd and inches. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Hutchinson. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
The midshipmen could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Grab near the sticks. It's Kent. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Gain of 3. Good enough for a first down.
Ready to fire from the pistol. To the air on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
Looking for a man. It's Horvath. Got the big tight end on the corner route. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Navy comes to the line facing 2nd and short. They'll send the back in motion. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
those fullbacks are grown men. Those guys are constantly hitting linebackers and blocking the whole entire game. So when you get a chance to give the big boy the ball, it's always, and you know what it is? It's a morale boost for everybody on the whole field. Everybody gets jacked up that he finally gets to touch the football.
Fires to the end zone. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Lining up for the PAT.
On for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So an 82-yard drive there. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee.